the same with like a third string, or like, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Last question from a national standpoint, like when you make a decision, whether it's July, August, June, whatnot in the summer, what's the most important factors for you picking one school in the end? What's the X factor for you?
Yeah, pretty much the development, the relationship, and like the environment of the school. So yeah.
You mentioned Miami as one of the schools that's caught your eye. Just what about them do you like, and what's got your interest?
Well, I mean, they've been recruiting me since I was like 8th grade, 7th grade. But you know, they're always staying consistent in terms of like communication. But yeah.
And obviously, Mario Cristobal is a former offensive lineman himself. Alex Mirabal, very lauded offensive line coaches. What do you like about them, and what's your relationship like with them?
Yeah, man, it's great. You know, they're trying to call me as much as possible. You know, I'm always on FaceTime. When I call one coach, they put like the whole coaching staff on. So, yeah.
What does it mean to you that like they're all so excited to talk to you?
I mean, it makes it seem like I'm important to them. But you know, it kind of seems like I'm their top priority, kind of. But yeah.
How important is it? Like they put 2 linemen in the league last year. Probably put 1, maybe 2 more again this year. Other guys are developing and playing well. Just what does it mean to show like that they're putting guys in the league and developing guys on the offensive line?
Well, that kind of moves them up on my list, kind of. You know, I saw how Coach Mirabal coaches, like all of them seeing him in the meeting room, or like especially at Oregon too, like. Yeah, he's just a great dude.
When you did visit them for a game, if you've been on campus, what did you like about the campus and the game, the environment and stuff?
When I visited, it was kind of chill, so I kind of liked that. It was like peace and quiet, but I don't know if it was like break. I forgot what time it was. But.
I'm sorry if you already answered this. I came late. Do you have any visits planned for the spring?
No, man.
Any places you want to visit, whether it's somewhere new or a return?
I for sure want to go on like a visit to Oregon. Like a game day for sure. Texas, I haven't been there since like I was in 7th grade. Texas A&M, Ohio State, Michigan, and some other ones too.
When do you plan to narrow? Have you thought that far ahead when you want to narrow a list down?
I plan to drop like a top 10 like in January or February.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And then from there, will you take some summertime, spring official visits? You'll figure that out.
Yes, ma'am.
Any schools that you know for sure that'll get that official?
Oregon, Georgia, Washington, Miami, Florida Gators, Tennessee, Texas. Yeah, there's some other ones too.
It's almost the top 10 right there, right?
Yeah.
You took a visit to Florida sometime earlier this month. I don't remember the exact date. You've been there 3-4 times, ballpark. So how was that last week? Because I think you and Breck were like the only 2 guys there.
Yeah, man, it was fun. We went to catch up with Najee and Tank, but yeah, the coaches just show like a supreme amount of love. And, yeah, just like on there.
How hard are they recruiting you, or at least making it known that they're recruiting you?
They try to text or call me as much as possible, just kind of often. But yeah.
Which coaches do you keep up with the most there?
Coach John D. and Coach Seth.
What's like Pepe? Everyone needs offensive linemen. It's a big developmental position. How they kind of talked about like what they could do for you and you for them.
They've just been talking about development and like just a position on the line, like a side position. But yeah.
Can you tell me what the senses you like about Oregon?
So
What you like about Oregon?
You know, their coaches are just like so like down to earth, kind of. You know that I have a really good relationship with Coach Terry. Yeah, they're just real cool down there, and yeah.
And then UGA, what do you like about them?
I still haven't gone to visit there yet, so yeah, I can't wait.
But do you feel like that's a school that's, I mean, obviously not anywhere near Georgia, but do you feel like they're prioritizing you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You mentioned being at the Florida Miami game. That was pretty strong showing offense for them. I know you guys play some Saturday games. Like their offensive line did seem to get better as the year went on.
Yeah.
Like, did you notice that?
I guess so, yeah.
What did you think? Just they did well. Like you would look at offensive line and know things that I would never think to look at. So what are some of the things you saw them improve at? Because if we were watching the same game, you would know way more things about technique than me.
Well, in the beginning of the season, they kind of had like some type of like the pocket was collapsing faster. But as I saw at the end of the season, it became more firm, and I saw the O-line just doing their job and just executing.
I know that like quarterbacks of the future can be a selling point. Like, have they tried to pitch DJ Lagley being there, or is that something you maybe noticed on your own?
Yeah, it's something I kind of noticed on my own. But him being that good, I'm not sure if he's still going to be there when I go. But
Sure.
you never know, though. So yeah.
When you wrap it all together, you said Florida might get an OB for me most likely. What would make you want to take the OB when you put it all together? Like what makes Florida intriguing and keeps them high on the radar?
One of them is they're really close to ING. I mean, that doesn't really like have a factor in anything, but I have a couple teammates. They always be rude to me that are on Florida, but they say a lot of good things, and yeah.
Najee would probably be like a more beneficial person for you to talk to.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that like? He's got a lot, like limited amount of time. So what has he said to you when you talked to him?
I know Najee's intentions like on terms of schools and like how coaches are. But yeah, he said he loves Coach Sells, and he's always trying to get me over there on like other visits or just committing there. But yeah.